That wave of goosebumps and chills you feel from music, from something that left you in awe, or from a moment that resonated deeply with you, it might be more important than you think. Those chills are a glimpse of the same force meditators have harnessed for thousands of years to enter the ultimate states of consciousness, the jhanas. But what are the jhanas? The jhanas are a series of meditative absorptions. The first four are called the rupa jhanas, which represent embodied states. The next four are the arupa jhanas, which are formless, non-physical states. And beyond these lies Nirodha Samāpatti, a state described as the temporary cessation of perception and feeling itself, where even the sense of I falls away into silence. The key that can open the door into these states is something known as piti. Piti is often described as waves of energy, goosebumps and chills, even tears of joy, followed by tranquility of mind and clarity. In meditation, you don't just feel piti briefly and lightly, you learn to deepen it. You allow it to flood the whole body until it integrates into a deep concentration called samadhi. The first rupa jhana begins with piti, goosebumps, trembling, energy rising, the body waking up. The second jhana requires that energy to be stabilized and spread throughout the body. This is where piti becomes fully embodied. In the third jhana, piti softens and contentment and bliss take center stage, which is known as sukha. In the fourth jhana, sukha transforms into equanimity, a state of balance so deep that it enters into unshakable clarity and stillness. From there, the journey moves into the formless absorptions, boundless space, boundless consciousness, no thingness, and the dimension of neither perception nor non-perception. Eventually, some practitioners even report Nirodha, which is a complete relinquishing, where consciousness itself undergoes momentary cessation. Neuroscientist Ruben Laukkonen and colleagues have begun studying these cessation events with EEG, finding that in highly trained meditators, the brain shows distinctive patterns, like a shutdown and reboot, suggesting we may be glimpsing the neurological fingerprint of consciousness itself. And this isn't just theory. Other researchers, like Rinad Minvaleev, have studied Tibetan Tummo yogis in the Himalayas, practitioners able to generate inner heat in sub-zero conditions. Their bodies showed remarkable cardiovascular changes, increased cardiac output, powerful surges of energy, even vasodilation in the cold. This shows us that practices like jhana aren't just mental tricks. They unleash full-body transformations, harnessing energy in ways modern science is only beginning to understand. Research physicist Paul Dennison's EEG studies on jhana revealed something astonishing. When meditators enter these deep states, their brains unleash sudden bursts of activity that look almost identical to epileptic seizures. But here's the twist. Instead of losing consciousness, these practitioners remain completely aware, calm, and in control. It's like watching the brain reorganize itself into a higher, more refined mode of operation. What looks like chaos on the surface is actually a blueprint for transformation. This shows that the raw intensity of PT isn't random static. It's pure energy being forged into order, as if the brain is stepping into a whole new gear of consciousness and awareness. And this is why Frisson matters. Every wave of euphoric chills, every surge of goosebumps is already a glimpse of PT and an opening to these transformative pathways. If we pay attention to it, if we learn to deepen it instead of brushing it off as trivial, Frisson becomes more than a thrill. It becomes a practice, a way of activating the body and a reminder that these chills can carry us toward the ultimate states of existence.
The goosebumps are first preliminary expressions of piti. As you become more sensitive and you become more focused, then you can have these feelings of rapture arising, like tears in your eyes, tears of joy. Sometimes it's like a sort of a wave of rapture passes through your body. Sometimes like hairs coming up and goosebumps. I know some monks, it's like a party trick. They can they can just make the hair on their arms just come up like this. But as the mind enters into deeper states of samadhi, then there's a much more profound level of piti.
If you found this information interesting or helpful, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel grow and spread awareness of Frisson. Big shout out to Ricky for helping me put this video together and making it possible. All the studies I mentioned are linked in the description below. Share your experiences in the comments section. Your story might spark Frisson for someone else. Good vibes, save lives, and I'll see you in the next one.